Hey you guys, it is Ninfa and I'm so happy to have you here. As I always say, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So the fact you're taking the time to watch this, I'm truly grateful. Let's see if I can lower this a little bit. There you go. I'm truly grateful. So thank you so much. I'm just, grateful and blessed that you're taking the time to watch this. And welcome to Rise and Grow Your Mind. We're going to be talking about parents, teachers, and coaches and where mindsets come from, because a lot of us are like, well, how did we get the fixed mindset? How did we get the growth mindset? It has a lot to do with what our parents, teachers, and coaches told us when we were younger. And so here's the deal. Parents are not waking up each day talking about how, thinking, well, how am I going to ruin my child's mindset? How am I going to damage them in the future? They're not. They praise you for the good work you do. They're praising you, that what you've been accomplishing and things of that nature. But what happens is when you praise your child on their good work and their results only, right? Or you don't praise them when they don't do well, right? It creates a mindset that's fixed. Oh, well, if I don't do well at this, I'm not going to get loved. Or I'm not gonna, my mom and dad are not gonna, like me or what have you. And it's not the matter of that they think you don't like them, but it's like, oh, well, I'll get punished for that, right? So I just won't ever do that. So let's just say your child got 102 on a test. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. And they're so excited they get that 102. But you could easily say, you were just so smart. You're so intelligent. Great job, right? You're thinking, how is that going to hurt anyone, right? Well, what you're telling them is that they can't get less, or even say, great job. You even barely need to study. So now they're thinking, oh no, I can't fail anything or study too much, because then it doesn't look like I'm smart. Doesn't look like I'm intelligent, right? So what you should just say is like, oh, that's an awesome job. I saw you studying for this and you thought of all these different ways to get the answer. You were so creative. Great job. And you're empowering their effort so that they'll go back out and do the effort again for the next test. And it's just as simple as that. These are not anything too complicated, but you just have to praise them in a different way. Yeah, you can go out and have ice cream or whatever, they did well in their grades or whatever, but you have to let them know that, man, I saw you working so hard this year. You got a tutor in that math class. You stayed up each night to study. You even sat with me and we helped each other. I helped you to be able to practice this, and so on and so forth. And it's just that way of praising and showing them that their effort is the reason why they got that good grade. Their effort is the reason why they're doing well. The lack of effort too, right? So let's just say that they got a poor grade. Hey, you know what? This grade is, probably not the best, but that's okay. I saw you working on it. We all learn a little differently, so maybe I can help you on this. Figure out, what you're stumbling on or what you're not doing well at. Here, not a big deal. We'll get it on the next text. We just need to make sure that we can work on this, that, and the other thing, right? But great job for your effort, because honestly, without you, even taking the effort to try to, take this test or what have you, well, we would never know that maybe you were missing a few things when you were studying. So now we know. So this is awesome. Great. More information, right? And so they're thinking, okay, well, it's not a horrible thing that I got a bad grade, but now I can improve. What else can I do? And they're thinking outside of the box to improve and grow themselves so they can get a better test next time around. Oh, I'm going to get a tutor now, or I'm going to do this or that. And they can think outside the box, right? If you want something in life, you'll find a way to get it, right? How many of you feel that way and you're like, oh, I'm only going to make so much money next month, so I need to make sure I find a way to make some cash doing da-da-da-da-da. And you think of all these ways, right? And it's the same thing with a growth mindset when you're talking to your children and helping them to progress in their lives. Their effort is what you should be praising them on and helping them figure out creative ways to be able to continue giving great effort in any and everything that they do. Same thing with teachers. Lowering the standards or hiring the standards for children if they're doing well or not doing well is one part of it. But you must be able to show them how they can grow and give them tactics so they can actually achieve the goal. If they don't know, they're just always going to feel like a failure. Oh, I'm not smart anymore. Or I'm too dumb. I can't read. I can't this. I can't that, right? Because you've hiking the standard, or you've lowered the bar so they feel stupid from the other kids in the class. So for teachers, you want to emphasize their effort, right? The same thing you do for a child when they do poorly on a test or what have you. You go, okay, great. I saw you really working on this. Let's figure out what you're not understanding so we can work on that, find creative ways, because people learn differently. And that's all this is going to be. You're going to do great in the next test, right? And you were encouraging them to figure it out. And we're going to figure it out together, all right? And that's how you get a child to go from, I can't do this, I'm going to be the stupid one in school, and they don't do well in school for years on, or you get them to be creative and figure out ways to make it happen, because everybody learns a little differently. Same for coaching. If you're a coach, let's say you're an athlete or what have you, and you're coaching your kids, you got to make sure, and then she actually has something in here, says, let me read that. So, yeah, it's asking, are you a fixed mindset coach? Do you think first or foremost about your record or your reputation, right? Are you intolerant of any mistakes? Do you try to motivate your players through judgment? That may be what's holding your athletes back, right? Because that's more of a fixed mindset, right? You got to win. Try it on the growth mindset. Instead of asking for mistake-free games, ask for full commitment and full effort. Instead of judging the players, give them respect and the coaching they need to develop. Yeah, same thing. Okay, great. This game, we didn't do well in this game, but I saw a few things that we can work on. So we're going to go back and we're going to work on these things so we can improve our next game. That's all it is, guys, right? It's truly simple, but we just don't think about it because we're so used to praising people for their actual results and not their efforts. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. You know, also I want to say something. Praising people for their efforts is so important because it's going to allow them to do more later. Like, you know, a lot of us are like, well, I know actually in like when you're in network marketing, or if you have a business or what have you, and you have people maybe not working their business as often as they say they would or what have you, praise them for their effort. Dude, I totally understand. You've gone from working full time to now trying to create a business right now. So the fact that you're taking the time and effort to do this is great. What can we work on to allow you to be able to do this on a daily basis? Invite one person a day. Follow up with one person a day. Maybe post one quote on your page a day. You know, read one page in your personal development. That would take you maybe 30 minutes in your day. Do you think you can do that every day? Right? And so it's not the fact that we're lowering standards or what have you. What the thing is that usually it's time's a factor, especially when you're working a business and you're working full time and you're trying to figure that all out and you don't have the skills right necessarily. And that's another thing. Oh, well, let's look at your skills. Let's look at the messages you're sending out. Let's look at what you're doing. Oh, we just need to tweak that. That's it. You know, so a lot of times you'll get people to look at a video at what you're doing and then all of a sudden you get crickets. It's not you, it's the video. So now maybe we should create a new video that's a little more, less company based wise, how they do it, a little more personal to you. And then what you'll find is that you'll do a video with you talking about your opportunity or what have you. And then people see you and they like you and they're like, you'll have more increase on people going, yeah, I watched the video and I liked it. Let's talk more. Right? And so not like this 1,000% or whatever, but you'll have an increase in that unless people ghosting you. So it's just a matter of looking at what you're doing now and improving on your effort. All right. So I just want to kind of put that business kind of thing in there too. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And if you want the actual section in the back here, every time at the end of each chapter, she has some questions for you. And it'll help you determine if you are a fixed or a growth-minded parent, teacher, or coach. Let me know and I will send that to you. You can put below I want it, or just message me and say, hey, could you send me those questions at the end of the chapter. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and talk to you soon. Bye.